Welcome back to Brothers Talking Sports. It is Super Bowl 59 review. Guys, how are we doing today? Ezra, I'll start with you.
I'm pretty good. Not much going on today. It's Sunday. I don't got class tomorrow, so it's pretty much Saturday if you think about it.
Why doesn't everyone have class? Do you have class tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
President's Day?
I don't
President's
have class tomorrow.
What?
Day?
I have class. At least I think.
I thought it was next Monday. We don't.
No, tomorrow's President's Day.
No, it's tomorrow.
Oh, then I don't
Shay,
have
you
class tomorrow.
have classes. It's like a federal
Wait, Shay,
holiday.
you yeah.
I have classes.
It's a
Unless I'm like wrong, I'm like 90% sure I have classes. On my like
I would
calendar,
double check.
on my calendar, it doesn't say we have off. So
Oh, yeah, I have off tomorrow. Now I've just realized I have off tomorrow.
lucky.
I knew I was off for President's Day. I'll check my calendar and shit.
So. I think we only get break. We get a week off for break. That's it.
Okay.
That's tough.
Even though like when I looked, it says for like sports wise, like the club practices are canceled tomorrow. But I swear we have school. So
All right.
I don't know, unless I'm an idiot.
Well, I won the the playoff leaderboard. Shay, you came in
Yeah,
second.
but I won the ultimate battle because I picked the Super Bowl champion.
You did pick the
I should
Super
have
Bowl
gotten like
champion.
5 points for that.
It was impressive.
We don't have to talk about my bracket.
Your bracket wasn't. Yeah, it was terrible. Your AFC wasn't too bad. Your NFC was pretty.
wrong. He got one team right, and no, he got two actually. He got both AFC.
Yeah, you got two teams right, but yeah, it wasn't the worst. At least you had, you could have had the Ravens going to the conference championship. That'd have been even worse.
All right.
Like you
We
picked
could
the
be done
conference
now.
championship, right? So it wasn't the worst. The
No,
AFC conference.
Oscar definitely had the best bracket. Yeah, overall you had the best bracket. I had Ezra probably had the worst bracket. My bracket was in the middle, but I had the winner.
Yeah, you had the winner, which was impressive. Anytime you get to pick a Super Bowl winner, that's impressive.
I mean, I came and said last time on the podcast, I think there was a chance the Eagles would blow them out because I just thought they were. The Eagles roster is so stacked, it's unbelievable how many what they have.
I was actually going to bring that up.
Well-
We all agreed, and Shay, you said it. It was either going to be a really close game where anybody could win, or the Eagles will blow the lights out of the Chiefs.
Well, yeah, I told you there would be no way Kansas City was blowing the Eagles out. No possible way at all. And, I mean, could it have been a close game yet? I mean, I would have close game. And at that point, I probably would have given it to the Chiefs if it was going to be a close game.
that's what I thought it was going to be.
Because the Chiefs are just so good in those close games. But I also said there was the chance the Eagles win because they win just by a blowout because they're just that much better. And that's what happened. They were just that much better.
They did.
They were. All right, well, we'll get into the game in a second. We'll start off here with Anthony Davis to the Mavs and Luka to the Lakers. We usually don't talk basketball, but we don't have much going on. So
What sport is this?
this is
NBA.
basketball, Shay. The NBA,
What does the NBA stand for?
National Basketball Association.
Never heard of it.
All right. Well, Luka goes to the Mavs. Luka goes to the Lakers. Anthony Davis goes to the Mavs. Shay, what's your thoughts on this trade when we first, everybody, I know this is a couple, almost 2-3 weeks ago now. So what'd you think of this trade when it first happened?
Well, I just remember, usually I go to bed pretty early, so this was late, but I actually was awake for this one. I just remember I got a notification on it or something and I was confused. I just remember Oscar texted me, he goes, "Good morning, Shay. Anthony Davis is on the Mavericks and Luka Doncic is on the Lakers." But actually, I had seen it. I was awake and I saw it. It was surprising. It was definitely, nobody expected it. I thought when I saw it, when you always get those like scams and everything, it's fake things. And I saw Shams reported it and everyone was like, "Oh, he got hacked." I was like, "Oh yeah, he probably just got his account got hacked or something. I don't know, something stupid happened." But then it got confirmed and I was like, "Oh wow, this is serious." I mean, listen, we could break it down into detail a lot. I think some people overreacted at the trade to the fact that everyone was like, "Oh, the Mavericks just," obviously you threw away Luka Doncic, who's a generational player. But, I mean, I don't know, to me, well, it's different now because how long is Anthony Davis? He's hurt for is he out for the season?
He's out for 3 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
But that's also an unexpected injury that he got hurt in Dallas in his first game,
but
right?
apparently I saw a thing that did it not do a physical on him or something like that?
So I don't know.
And then, but I actually thought the Mavericks got better right now, obviously. They got better for the current. I think their team,
Yes.
they have a better chance of winning with Kyrie AD and this team where AD can play power forward and they could have Derek Lively and like they could run with this team. I think they have a better shot winning with that team than with Luka and Kyrie and the team they had. So I think right now they're better, but obviously you look at 5 years in the future when AD and Kyrie are like in their getting in their late 30s, and then Luka's in like his prime. He's like 30 years old for the Lakers. I get you don't want to pay the guy so much money, but I don't know. I mean, I'm on the fence where I'm like, I don't think it was the worst trade in the world. Like some people are saying it's like the worst trade. Oh my God. I mean, if the Mavericks go on to win a championship, it's like, well, which the West is, I mean, it's possible in the West. There's the Thunder, the Nuggets, and then that's really it. No one else is really, they could be the Mavericks could be the third team if they make a run or so. And then I don't think it's as bad as some people say, but it's also not a good trade. I mean, you gave away a top 3 NBA player, so you know.
You give him a top 3 NBA player in his prime.
Well, he's 25.
Yeah, I think that's the tough thing everybody talks about. And you only got a first round pick and Anthony Davis.
They didn't get like that's the other thing. It was just kind of a player for player. They didn't get like if they got like AD and like 3 or 4 firsts, it would have been like, oh, okay. So at least they got they got something to build in their future. At least I mean they're going all in right now. If they don't win, the Mavericks in like 5 years are going to struggle. That's probably what's going to happen.
Ez, what do you think of this trade?
I'm going to agree with Shay. The Mavericks did the trade. It's not that dumb, but it's more of a now trade than a 5 years down the road trade. But also with the Lakers, once LeBron's done, you're only going to have Luka, and obviously you're still going to have a great team around Luka. But I'm interested to see how well they play together, and they played pretty well to begin the Lakers.
The Lakers are going to be good for the next 15 years now.
Probably.
So they're going to be good no matter what because they have Luka, and their team's going to just get better. I mean, they have draft picks. They don't have many because they still trade away from Anthony Davis's trade, so they still don't have many, but they're starting to get some back now. Like every other year, I don't think they have any this year, but I think they'll have some next year. So they might have actually traded. I don't know if they traded that one away because you have to in the NBA you have to trade every other first round pick, so it's weird. But listen, I think the Lakers did a phenomenal job getting Luka because now this team is the Lakers flipped. They were a really good defensive team. They're a really good defensive and rebounding team. Now what are they? They're a really good 3-point shooting team and creating space and playing with Luka on the floor. That's what the Lakers now. So now the Lakers have switched to we're going to be a really good offensive team and a horrible defensive team. Do I think they're the third best team in the West? Yes. I think they won't beat Denver because Jokic is just Joker. He'll dominate. Jackson Hayes, Alex Len. And then I think the Thunder and the Lakers would be a good matchup. I think the Thunder would win, but again, I don't know how their young team would do since they're very young, the Thunder, but still a very good team. The Mavs, I just don't think are ever going to get healthy. They have Derek Lively out, they have Anthony Davis out, and they have another center out. They have their other big out too. God, I can't think who it is.
I don't know. Is Daniel Gafford on the?
That's who it is. Daniel Gafford's out
I know
too.
He was on the Wizards, but I think he went to the Mavs.
Yeah, he's out too. So all 3 of their bigs are out, and they're playing with just Kyrie and Clay.
Yeah, but they got PJ Washington. He's the GOAT.
He was good last year for them.
Right.
But, listen, I don't know what this is for the Mavs. Because listen, Anthony Davis in the past 3 or 4 years, past 2 years, he's been healthy for the Lakers. But now he's starting to get injured again. So he hasn't been healthy this year for the Lakers, and now he hasn't been healthy for the Mavs. So it's going to be interesting to see if Anthony Davis even plays. When he comes to the Lakers. I mean, it comes to the Mavs.
Something I would have loved for the Lakers to do. I knew they weren't going to do this, but it would have been great if they did it. If they also traded LeBron away. Because LeBron's going to play another year or two. He's a good offensive player, but he is he's awful on defense. I mean, his plus minus isn't great. Imagine they flipped Anthony Davis for Luka and then they were able to flip LeBron to, I don't know, let's say they instead of Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors, they flipped LeBron to the Warriors and they were able to get I don't know. Say you got
what's the compensation for LeBron?
Well, he's 40, so you're not going to get a ton.
30?
I mean, you get maybe I don't know if they get a young player. I mean, you get maybe you get lucky they give
what
you.
Could the Warriors give the Lakers that would match it? Nothing. They'd have to give 3 first-round picks and Andrew Wiggins.
But I'm saying, well, yeah, but again, that's for the Lakers, that's a win because you just got better in your future, and you got rid of a guy who's.
But Andrew Wiggins isn't even that good.
No, but I'm saying if they got like, say they got Kuminga and a couple picks, or like Pods and a couple picks,
They'd have to get Pods.
That's a young player to pair with Luka now for your franchise, and you got Reeves, so that's your young few stars right there, and then you get some more draft picks off of that, and you just gave away the guy that you're gonna lose after like next season probably, or maybe even this season. Like that's basically at the end of his career. So it's like
LeBron, I think, plays 2 more years. I think he is this year, next year, and a year after.
Really, you think he's out a year after that?
Well, I think he could play till he. I said this. I think he could play till he's 50 and still be a good NBA starter.
Yeah, like I said, here the problem with LeBron is he's older now.
I think he knows it too.
Yeah, he's older now. He's still good, but I mean, offensively he's good. Still can do what he does. Defensively, he's a lot like he's awful on defense. He's
playing harder now because now he is Luka. Now he has to set an example.
He's probably one of the worst defensive players that like usually on the court for when they're playing against the team. It's just because he's 40 years old, so it's like what do you expect of the guy? It's tough to. He can't play 30 something minutes a night and give you like full out basketball on both sides of the ball. So that's the only problem with the Lakers when you have Luka and LeBron who both don't play defense. It's going to be tough for them. Can they score 150 points? I mean, probably. They're going to kind of give up 150 points, so they got to score a lot. But it'd definitely be interesting to see.
If some team against the Lakers has like an off shooting night, the Lakers are just going to kill them.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. Like I like if the Thunder play them, I seriously like the Thunder won't let the Lakers score a ton of points. That's not the issue. Like they're not the Thunder best defensive team in the league, but if the thing is, I don't think it would happen because SGA would probably score about 50 points. I don't know who could guard him, but I'm saying if the Thunder
put Rui on him.
Yeah, Rui's. I mean, that's the problem. SGA is so much quicker than Rui is. But say you have the Thunder have a not so good shooting night, which they've had before. Like it could get a little interesting then, just because the Lakers they have a couple guys that can score.
Yeah, that's the big thing with the Lakers now. Lakers are a completely different team. All right, let's move on here to the Jimmy Butler trade. That makes, I think, the Warriors a little interesting here. They've won their past couple of games before the All-Star break with Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry pretty handily. What did you think of the Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors?
I'm not surprised he's out of Miami, but I'm surprised he ended up in Golden State, especially with everything that's circulated around him, like not wanting to play and all this, I guess, nonsense off the court. But we'll see. Sorry. The Warriors have looked good, like you said. They are going to push. They should be a playoff team. I'm surprised, or going to be surprised, to see if they could actually make a playoff run, because I don't think they can.
Yeah, well, they're not even in the playoffs right now, so they got to get in and start to make some noise in the second half of the season.
The Rockets' win was pretty good, though, right before the All-Star break, in Houston, too, against a young, talented Houston team.
Yeah, they had a blowout win against Chicago, so they had a couple of nice wins. Shay, your thoughts on the Jimmy Butler trade?
I mean, I think this was the one. It was a big thing. It's like for the Warriors, what are you going to do with the rest of Curry's career and Draymond and all? And you got these older guys that have been with them. They've won 4 championships for you. Are you just kind of going to let them fizzle out and keep the young team? Or are you going to try and help them out and see if you can win something now? And they did. They went and got Jimmy Butler. And they really didn't have to give up that much. I don't know exactly what they gave. Oh, they gave up Wiggins. Which,
yeah.
To be fair, that's not the worst thing. He wasn't a young piece that you were probably looking at. Like, he's a good player, but I don't think you didn't have to give up Kuminga. You didn't have to give up Pods. So it's like, and you keep some. I don't know if they gave up any firsts or anything
give
like
up
that.
one.
But, so yeah, you got to keep most of your picks, and you just give yourself a chance. I think the Warriors, with this roster they have, I think they could possibly be the 3rd best team in the West. Obviously, they got to get going, and they really got to have after the All-Star break. They got to be really good, but I think they have the potential to possibly be. Again, the West is wide open, but besides OKC and Denver, I mean, the thing is,
the problem is they're going to probably play OKC or Denver in the first round.
That's well, Denver's like the 4 seed right now or so. So if they could get the 7,
right. That's the 7. The
you
Rockets
could play the
aren't
Rockets
very good.
or the Grizzlies, and you could beat both of those teams. So that's what I mean. If you don't have to play the Thunder or you don't have to play Denver, which that's where like. I'm not sure where the Lakers are seated right now. But
the Lakers might be the 3 seed.
5.
I know.
The Lakers are 5 seed.
5?
Lakers are the 5.
It's OKC, Memphis, Denver, Houston, LA.
Oh, Houston dropped. Okay. I mean, if the Lakers get Houston, that's like.
I thought the Lakers were at 4 for a while, and then I thought they jumped up because they went on like a 7-game, 8-game winning streak.
If it gets 4-5, where it's Lakers, Denver, that's when Lakers are probably. They don't want to play the.
They don't want to see Denver.
I mean, no one wants to see Denver's. That's a good team, but
the NBA playoffs just comes down to matchups every year.
Yeah, usually that's
It
how
usually
is.
comes down to
It's usually
matchups.
what it is. But no, I think that I it was good to see the Warriors do that. And I think this was the right thing for them to do, and at least give Curry some hope for the next few years, and give the Warriors a chance to compete and let them kind of finish those two guys finish off their career in Golden State the right way.
All right, let's talk about the Super Bowl 59 winners, the Philadelphia Eagles. Ezra, let's get your reactions to the game first. Honestly, that's, you know what? Let's get your reaction to the halftime show first. You know, we're going to talk about everything Super Bowl here, because honestly, the Super Bowl halftime was just probably as entertaining as the game.
Well, going in, it was 24-zip Philly. I was very happy to see Kansas City play as bad as they did.
I hate you.
You're
You're the worst.
And then I watched Kendrick Lamar. I watched Kendrick Lamar travel more yards than the whole Kansas City offense. That was great to see.
You're also a terrible human. I hate you.
You know what, Oscar? Saquon finally did it, and
I don't care. They won. Philadelphia Eagles won. That's like, Shay, if I told you the Bears won.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's like Ezra. That's bad.
It's not the same.
You're happy with
It's not the same.
We haven't won since in over 10 years there, Ezra. God, do you think I want them to win? I hate this team.
I'd rather them than Kansas City.
Wow.
You're a
I
moron.
don't hate them. I don't know why. Don't hate them.
See, there's like tiers to this. Like, if for you guys, it's like if Washington won, that'd be like for me having like the Lions win. It's like, oh, you know, if you like they've been so bad for years, it's like, good job, buddy. Like,
Good job.
You
Good
got
job,
it done.
guys.
If the Vikings won, it'd be like the Cowboys winning, where it's just like their fan base could be really annoying, and it's like, and if they finally won, it's like after been so long. I mean, the Vikings haven't won, the Cowboys haven't won in years. It's just like, and they're just annoying. And then there's the Eagles, which is like the Bears, where you just don't like them at all. And if they win, obviously I've been fortunate. The Bears stink. The Eagles have been great. So it's like having to watch that sucks. Their fan base is obnoxious when they win. When they suck, their fan base will say they suck and say they're the worst team in the league. That's how their fan base is. Like, there's no Eagles fans. If they're bad, they're bad. And they'll give crap to the team and say there's no hope and they awful and fire everyone. And if they're good, they'll praise them like they're the best team in the world. So it's just how it goes. And Bears fans are the same way. They thought the Bears were the next coming of this great team, and then they stunk, and they're like, we're the worst team in the league, fire everyone, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know how I don't know how you rooted for the
I don't know how to explain it. I just don't hate the Eagles. I hate the city of Philly.
I'll explain it. You're not a damn true Giants fan. That's how to explain it.
I don't know. It might be the Jalen Hurts effect from OU. It might be the fact that Saquon finally got to win something. I haven't hated them.
All right, we'll get off that track. So if you continue to insult the Chiefs, though, I'm gonna get mad.
Okay, wait. I thought about this earlier. So I want to compare Jahmyr Gibbs to Saquon, and hear me out. So at the beginning of the year, everyone knew Jahmyr Gibbs was pretty good, and then David Montgomery goes down, and all of a sudden Jahmyr Gibbs, holy shit, he's top 5 running back. And some might argue top 3, top 5, right? Everyone, when Saquon was on the Giants, always pretty good, solid top 5, maybe top 10. Now it's fully in a tier of his own. He's better than everyone else in the league because he's on a better team.
Okay.
And he got his shot. I don't know. That's all I got.
I'm confused at where that take was supposed to go.
So just, were you trying to like say Jahmyr Gibbs is good, or like Saquon? Like,
Yes, I'm trying to say that Jahmyr Gibbs and Saquon, when Saquon was in New York and Jahmyr was, I guess, running back B or 1B or 1A, whatever it is, him and Dave Montgomery were in the same backfield, same as Saquon in New York.
Yeah, but there's nobody else behind
Jahmyr
Saquon.
Gibbs is RB1 and Saquon on a really good team. Now you have 2 top 5 guys, and obviously Saquon's top 1. But
I think it just shows if you give good running back, good offensive line, they're going to have good numbers. That's kind of how it goes. If we look at all the top running backs in the league, they're put behind pretty good offensive lines. I mean, you got Saquon and the Eagles. I mean, they literally had a stat where like Saquon averaged like 2 yards without getting touched. Like he would get 2 yards before he got touched. Like it was crazy.
Hey, listen,
2 yards before
the only thing Kansas City did right in this game was shut down Saquon. They took him completely
That was
out of
their
the
one.
game.
They Spagnuolo went into the game like, listen, we are not going to let him do anything, and they did that right. Everything else was wrong. And the problem is with that, if you shut down him, what's
Then
going to happen?
Jalen Hurts.
Receivers are going to get open. Hurts is going to be like other things are going to open up, and that's exactly what the Eagles did. That's the problem.
And I actually don't think the Chiefs' defense played half bad.
No, they kind of got put in bad position. They were on the field all the time because the offense stunk. As much as they let up 40 points, Mahomes threw a pick 6. He threw a pick at his own 2-yard line. The Eagles had the ball at the 10. Like he basically gifted the Eagles
14 points. Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs defense didn't play that bad, really. They kind of just they
forced a turnover.
They had so much to work with, and they did their best with what they could work with. But that's not. This game it's simply on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City offensive line and his receivers, I guess, being kind of not so good. That's basically that's what this game is on. But
next year you'll get your number 1 back, and then you'll have a really good number 2. So that'll be good for the Chiefs.
They're going to lose a lot of guys, though. They're going to lose a lot of guys.
I don't know.
They're spending 60-something% of their cap space on 5
but
guys.
I think Travis retires.
It could happen, but you're losing.
What?
You're losing Trey Smith.
Yeah, I think Travis retires, dude. I think he's done.
He's just slow. He is not himself.
He's not himself.
He's slow.
Well, I think off the field has a lot to do with that as well.
Yeah, because he can make just as good. He can make good money on podcasting. So why does he have to go do anything else? You know?
Because he wants to play? What do you mean?
I don't think he wants to play. I don't know. He doesn't seem like he wants to go out there and I feel like he's won 4 of them, right? 4? No, he's won 3.
No,
he's won 3.
3.
He's won 3 of them now. So he's like, you know what? I'm good.
How old is he?
He's like 34.
35, I think.
35?
35.
Yeah,
he just looks a step behind. And he's not like it's tough because it's not like his career was like he's not like Antonio Gates, where I think Antonio Gates played a long time because Antonio Gates' career was like get in the red zone, throw him the ball. He's just big. He's gonna get like
same with Jimmy Graham.
He'll be Jimmy Graham. He could play a long time because he's big. Throw the ball in the red zone. He get open. Kelsey's
Kelsey was closer to Kyle Pitts than Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, athletic down the field. He's not gonna block anybody, especially now. He's like in between he red zone wise he wasn't. I mean, he used to be sometimes a big target, but I mean from like the 20 to the 20 is where that's his game. Like he's middle of the field. He owns the middle of the field, but he can't really do that anymore because he's just kind of slow. He's a step behind everyone. It's obvious. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's still a good player. He's still going to be a good tight end if he plays, but he's definitely a step behind.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's get into this right now. I know it's a white screen, but this is a couple clips on Twitter of all the sacks, mostly that Mahomes took. This is the first one right here that he took. Ezra, you should be able to see it on your side. I think it's going to show.
Is it 27?
It's not. This one's not. Some plays are going to show downfield. Some of them aren't.
We got Eagles sent 4. They try and chip with Kelsey. Sweat gets a good job.
Well, Kelsey just didn't even block him.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Or was it chip?
Was it meant to be a chip? Because who's their right tackle? Is it Juwan Taylor? I think it's Juwan Taylor,
Yeah.
right? He didn't even he blocked in immediately. And if he was supposed to help, you would think he's on Sweat. So I don't know. Unless Worthy.
And Pacheco ran a route. Pacheco wasn't in.
I mean, is Worthy? No, he's going out for a route.
Yeah, they're all going out for routes. They sent 5.
I don't know what they sent 4.
Well, they sent 4, but they were sending out 5.
They blocked.
Oh! I know what this is. Creed Humphrey's supposed to come over and pick up Sweat. This is a double team. This is a double team combo to Carter so that they could double team Carter and Creed Humphrey kicks out to go get Sweat. That's why they chip him. Watch. You'll see Creed Humphrey. Watch. He's late getting there, and Josh Sweat
he looked to his left. I don't know if that's what that is. If that's what that was. That's a bad blocking scheme. I'm not sure who their offense, but that's what it is. That's a bad block. That's just a bad scheme.
The Giants have ran it multiple times.
Yeah, that's a bad scheme. That's just if you have your center having to pull out to try and kick out the guy, a fast pass rusher on the very outside. That's a hard thing for him to do.
He just said after Kelsey chip, nobody off the Sweat. Brady circles Creed Humphrey after the play, said he has to find his way over to Sweat. Yeah.
That's too. I mean, again, if Creed's supposed to do it, he can't even look to help. He just has to go right away because Kelsey's only chipping.
That's the protection, and even in the comments here, I could probably go and pull it up. You'll see that. No. I could probably click on the post. Maybe not, but it's not a big deal. All right.
Now, why wouldn't they have Kelsey block and release to give Creed Humphrey a second?
That's what they tried to do.
Yeah, I think Kelsey didn't get a good enough chip on him because Sweat's so fast. He got off the edge pretty good. I mean, watch the jump he gets off the ball. I mean, he's there. Boom. He got a great jump off the ball. He's going.
And Creed Humphrey's now turning his hips and trying to get to
Creed
Mahomes.
tried to help. Look, I don't know who the other guy is. If it's Milton Williams on the other side, going up against. I don't know who their guard is because I know Thuney plays is the tackle now. I'm not sure who that guard is. But he tried to help there, even though it wasn't really necessary. And then he looked, and then Creed tried to look back to the outside. He shouldn't even have looked. He had to go. Kelsey didn't do a good job. It just. I don't like that blocking scheme at all. I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I know that's at the blocking scheme. I was trying to figure out. I was like, what? All right, so this is the second play here. The common theme of this game was Joe Thuney was on skates the whole game. Joe Thuney got his ass whooped.
Thuney just kind of got bull rushed there.
And Kelsey tries to chip, and Pacheco also does a terrible job of helping. They were obviously double teaming Carter. They wanted to double team the insides all day. They didn't want Mahomes to have a lot of pressure on the inside, and you leave Kelsey one-on-one with Josh Sweat. That's going to be a problem. And they try to bring Pacheco over to help. Pacheco, he does an awful job too. So
they block 7 guys here basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom to block 4. So you have 4 guys. You have 3 guys running routes right now against 7 guys in coverage.
Nobody's going to get open.
No one's getting open. It's zone. They got to cover 7 guys cover 3 guys. They're going to get that done. And if Mahomes tries to scramble up the middle, they have help. These linebackers are playing in the hook to curl. They got help there. They're going to pick him up. Again, I think the Eagles, it just looks like Vic Fangio outcoached Andy Reid this game. Like, that's what it was. Defensively, they were just better coached than they're on offense.
So the Chiefs slowed their protection to get double teams on the inside tackles, but the edge rushers win. Pacheco doesn't link up with anybody to Kelsey, and Joe Thuney's on skates.
Even if Pacheco got there and they were able to double team Sweat on the outside.
Well, that's when Mahomes maybe could have rolled out and made a play.
Yeah, but it's, again, 3 guys. There's 7 guys, and you have 3 guys running routes. It's just no one's really going to get open unless you get really lucky. No one's going to get open.
All right. Let's watch this play.
And I think it's 2.5 sacks too.
Yeah, he said he should have won. I want to show one of them. Hold on, let me show one of them. This is the one I want to show right here because this is the one that could have been the big play. And I think I said this on the when we watched the game too. So hold on, let's go back. Mahomes kind of died. Now you're like, okay, well, what happened on the back half? That's just he kind of held the ball a little long. Well,
yeah, he definitely had time. That more not a ton of time, but he had more time than he had.
Well, let's show what happened on the front half, on the back half here. This was the touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been a touchdown, but it would have been a big play.
That was what Mahomes was trying to throw right there,
because Blankenship rolls up with this corner out.
Yeah, they were in cover 4 right here.
This wasn't the one you were talking about, though. By the way,
it wasn't.
No, this wasn't the one you were talking about. The one you were talking about, Blankenship was here, and Worthy was they had 2 guys over the top. That's what you were like. It's so open. I'm like, no, there's no way. This one is open. This wasn't the one though. Blankenship was behind the receiver on that one.
Yeah, this was a touchdown. And as Mahomes tries to step up and make this play,
ball,
he's dead.
If he throws this, Gardner Johnson has a chance, but if he puts this ball over here, I don't know if it's a touchdown, but you're getting 50 yards. It's a big play.
Yeah, this is a cover 4 beater, and they definitely beat the cover 4, but unfortunately, what you call it? Yeah, Mahomes is almost dead over here.
I don't know the down and distance, but I would assume it's probably 3rd and long or something, or 2nd long. They went for a big play because again, Mahomes, everyone's going deep. Kelsey is the shortest receiver, and this is just to draw this corner down. That's all that is.
Mm-hmm.
He's drawing Mitchell. Whoever's in the slot, if it's Noah Gray, he's drawing Blankenship to the sideline, and then it's just that inside slot receiver running that post to deep drag.
And then I don't know if this is a dig.
Yeah, it's probably a deep dig.
It looks like a deep dig, and that might even came open too.
I don't know, because Slay's going to stick with that no matter what usually. So
true, but
you
I
have
a chance to throw
that over the top route is where it's going to go.
That's where they wanted to go. Yeah. Worthy had a really nice game. Of course, he probably had one of the best Super Bowl performances in a while, but unfortunately,
it was in garbage. It was a lot of garbage.
Yeah, but he still had a good game.
I just hate that Mahomes' numbers don't look too bad. Forgetting that he was.
The score doesn't even look too bad. 40-22.
No, it doesn't.
But it looked a lot worse than it.
I would say that if you want
a lot better than
the ultimate score final was 40-6. That was when it was the game is over. 40-6. Philly scored or whatever, make it 34. Then the Chiefs scored, and then Philly scored again to make it 40-6. That's what it was. That was the final score. I would say 40-6 is when before all the garbage time came in. Backups. Kenny Pickett went in the game at that point. It was over.
All right, guys. We could sit here and go through film all day, but we got better stuff to do.
The Chiefs just got outplayed. That's
Yeah.
about every
I
aspect
think-
of the ball they got
yeah.
outplayed.
True. All right, as I appreciate you for coming on, Shay. I appreciate you for hopping on today as well. And we will see you guys next time.